Hello and good afternoon, my dear kids. Welcome back once again to this short tutorial video for class 8 students under the topic algebraic expressions. So till the last video we have done the multiplication of algebraic expressions. We have finished addition, subtraction and multiplication. So now in this video we will be dealing with the division of algebraic expression, that is division of polynomials. Okay. So the first one that I picked here is division of monomial and a monomial. So what happens when you divide a monomial and a monomial? Okay. So see, for exercise 2D, question number 1 we have here question as 28a cubed b squared c by 7ab. So we know that in case of division we can write it in the fractional form as well, isn't it? So I have written in the fractional form. Okay, 28a cubed b squared c by 7ab. Now, so see, for those who can cancel the constant terms directly, they can cancel the terms, okay? And those who cannot, what they can do is they can simply take out the prime factors of the constant terms, okay? So for 28, I have taken the prime factors as 2 into 2 into 7. See, for a cube, I can write it as a cube as a into a, isn't it? Similarly, for b square, I can write it as b into b, c remained as it is, okay? The denominator, we have 7ab, so 7 into a into b. So what happened here now? You can cancel the terms from the numerator and the denominator. So see, 7 and 7 got cancelled, a and a got cancelled, b and b got cancelled. See, now what's left in the numerator? 2 into 2, 4. Again, a into a square, one of the b and c. What's left in the denominator? It's not 0, remember. There's always 1 will left in the denominator, okay? So we don't need to mention 1 in the denominator, so we are keeping our answer as it is, okay? Remember, in division, the powers will be subtracted of the same variable. Simple. We have done this one in exponents also. Remember, a to the power m divided by a to the power n. It was a to the power m minus n. So therefore, similarly, a to the power 3 divided by a to the power 1. See, 3 minus 1, it's 2, isn't it? So a to the power 2. See, b to the power 2, b to the power 1. The terms which the terms where the powers are not given, we know that the powers are 1, isn't it? So 2 minus 1, it is 1. See, it will remain as it is. Okay. Okay. Now one more I have done for the fractional form as well. For fractional form, what I did here was, see, I have used the symbol of division. Now as soon as I use the symbol of division, I know that it can be converted to multiplication as well. Simple, basic, isn't it? And as soon as you convert it to multiplication, what happens? It will be reciprocated the second term, isn't it? So therefore 15 went up, minus 6ab c square, it came in the denominator. Remember, the negative sign in the fractional form, you can place it any way you want, isn't it? And while doing calculation, it's easier if you place it in the numerator. Okay. So now again, after multiplication, see, the question went from division to multiplication part, isn't it? Now we know about multiplication, the constants will be multiplied, isn't it? So see, I placed the constant terms at first, see, then the variables afterwards. So in here, as I've already said, for those who can do directly, cancel directly, they can cancel terms. Those who cannot, take the prime factors, but I recommend the prime factors because the chances of getting mistakes in prime factors is very less. Okay. So for 4, I have taken prime factors as 2 into 2, 15, 3 into 5. 5, it's already a prime number, so 6, 2 into 3. See? For a square, I expanded the term b square as well, c to the power 4 as well. The denominator a, b, c square as it is. Now from here, what you can do, cancel the terms. See, they like the same terms. 3 and 3 also got cancelled. This a and a got cancelled. B and b got cancelled. C and c also got cancelled. So what's left in the numerator? 2. So 2. A, one of the a, one of the b, and 2 c's. C into c, that is c square. Okay. What's left in the denominator? It's not 0. Remember, it's 1. Okay. No need to write 1 in the denominator. It's not mandatory, or it's not, you can say, we can neglect writing 1 in the denominator, isn't it? So even though it's not written, we know that it's the denominator is always 1. Okay. So see, again we got this same answer. For those who can directly, see, 5 1 times, 5 3 times is 15. 2. Wait a minute. oh yeah, 2, 3 times is 6, and this 3 and 3 got cancelled, isn't it? 2 times 4, 2 times 6, so therefore is 2abc squared. Okay, so I hope you could have understood. Okay, now moving on to the next topic. Okay, again, what we have here in the next one, division of trinomial by a monomial. So trinomial, that is 3 terms by a single term monomial. So what I have done here, I have placed the monomial in the denominator part, see, denominator. So, and what I have done there, from there I have separated the term, see, I have separated the fractional form. Remember, this can only be done in case of when the divisor is monomial, when we need to divide a certain given term with single term. Only at that time this one is applicable, that is division of this divided by this and separating these terms. Okay, and after separating the terms, what do we have here? See, monomial and monomial, monomial and monomial, monomial and monomial. So you already know what to do with that, isn't it? 4 times is 16, so I have gone directly here. See, 4 times 16 says 4, the negative sign you can place any way you want, so it is minus. P and P got cancelled, R squared got cancelled, so no variables left out here. Now second one, minus and minus, we know it's plus, so plus. 4, 2 times is 8, so therefore it is 2. Again, P and P got cancelled. As I have already said, in division what happens, the powers will be subtracted, isn't it? R cubed by R squared. Remember, the powers will be subtracted for like variables, same variables, not just like, same variables. Okay, okay, R cubed minus R2, so it will be R to the power 1, so R left, see. And the third one again, minus into minus, it's plus. This 4 and 4 will get cancelled. P square, so P, one of the P left, so P. R square R to the power 5, so 3 R's will left, so R to the power 3. Okay, okay, now one more I have done for the fractional form as well. So for fractional form, what I did was I have used the symbol. So for fractional form, if you use the symbol and go with the multiplication, it will be easier, I guess so. Okay, so division, then convert it to multiplication, reciprocated the term. Now it changed to multiplication of trinomial and a monomial. See, changed to multiplication trinomial and a monomial. So the smaller term have monomial at front, the trinomial. So now what happens, as I've already said, the single term has to multiply each and every term inside the bracket. So that is what I have done here, each and multiplied each and every term. See, then after that the calculation part. So both the 3, they are in numerator, so we cannot cancel them. So 3 and 3 is 9, 4, 4. This ABC entire term will be cancelled because it's in numerator and denominator, isn't it? Second, minus plus, minus into plus, it's minus. 3 into 2, 6, 5 in the denominator, 5. Now we got ABC in denominator, A square, B, C square in numerator. This A, from among 2A, one of the A will left, isn't it? Or you can subtract as well. A, 2 minus 1 is 1, so therefore A. B will get cancelled with B, whereas just single B, 1 B. C square again with C, one of the C left, so therefore C. Okay, now the last term in here, 3ABC into 1 divided 7 AB square. So plus into plus, it's plus 3 numerator, 7 in the denominator, AB square. So A and A will get cancelled, A and A. B, there are 2B in the numerator, so one of the B will left out in the numerator, so B. And since there was no C in the numerator, the C left in the denominator, so C as it is. Now what we have here, 3 terms, unlike terms, we cannot go further, so we are done here. Okay, okay, now comes the important part. See, division of trinomial by a binomial. Now see, now this one is very important. Why it's very important is because now we got divisor as binomial, 2 terms. If the divisor is your binomial 2 or more than 2 terms, you cannot go with the previous method. Remember that. It only can be done with the long division method. Okay, in your level it can only be done with long division method. In the higher levels it can be done in different ways as well, but in your level you have to do with the long division. You have to go with the long division method. Okay, so okay, simple divisor, 8 plus x plus 3 and dividend x square plus 8x plus 15. Now in this one, what we need to do here is we need to follow up the first term of the dividend. Remember, the first term of the dividend, and also the dividend has to be placed in standard form. Remember, both the divisor and the dividend had to be placed in standard form. What was the standard form? The powers of the variables has to be in the decreasing order, but only when we are dealing with one variable. Remember that. Here we are just dealing with variable x, isn't it? Though the powers are different, though they are unlike terms, but we are just dealing with one variable, isn't it? So when we are just dealing with one variable, what we are supposed to do is we are supposed to arrange the terms first at standard form. Since they are already given in standard form, so no need to do anything in here. Now after that, what are we supposed to do? As I've said, we need to follow up the first term. So now the first term of the divisor we have x, the first term of the dividend x square. Now what should I multiply with x to get x square? What should I multiply with x to get x square? So I need to multiply x. Simple question, isn't it? And the sign also needs to be same. So see, what should I multiply with plus x to get plus x square? So the answer is plus x. So that is what I have used here, the first term plus x. See? So as soon as I use the first term x in here, plus x in here, this x has to multiply both the terms of the dividend. So this x and x will give us x square. See? Plus into plus again. Plus this x and 3. It's 3x. Now we need to subtract the terms. So here comes the concept of subtraction as well. See? Here the concept of subtraction is also useful. Now what happens? We know about subtraction. The sign changes, isn't it? So the sign change in here in the column method, isn't it? So now the new sign will follow up. So x square minus x square, these two will get cancelled. Now this one, 8x, for 3x it is, the new sign is minus. So 8x minus 3x it is 5x now. Okay, this plus 15 will come down. Now what we have here is 5x plus 15. Now what do we have in the first term? You got 5x. Now again the same thing will happen. The divisor, the first term is x. Now again, what should I multiply with plus x to get plus 5x? Remember, we need to get the exact same term, okay, with the same sign. So I know that when plus x is multiplied with plus 5, I'll get plus 5x, isn't it? So that is why I placed plus 5 in here. So as soon as you place the plus 5 in here, that term will multiply both the terms of the divisor. So plus 5 plus x, it is plus 5x. Plus 5 plus into plus is plus 5 3 times is 15. Now again the column subtraction signs, both the sign changes, plus minus 5x cancelled, plus 15 minus 15 got cancelled. As you know, the sign of greater, the new sign will follow, isn't it? So this is our answer. Okay, and if you multiply the dividend and the quotient, so what will you get if you multiply the dividend and the quotient? The divisor and the quotient, not dividend. If you multiply the divisor and the quotient, what will you get? You will get the divisor. In this way, you can check your answer as well. Okay, if you have any doubts regarding your answer. Okay, in the second one, what we have here in the second one is we got terms. Now it's mixed up. Same. Why it's mixed up? Why I'm saying mixed up is because we got two variables, isn't it? X and Y. So when we are dealing with two variables, and no need to go with the standard form and okay, you can just simply directly go with in the question as it is. All you need to do is remember to follow the first term. Okay, so I placed the divisor in dividend in here, the divisor in here. So because we need to multiply this term, divide this term with 3x minus 2y, isn't it? So okay, so now what do I have here? The dividend, the first term of the divisor is 3x, and dividend we have first term is 12x square. Now what should I multiply with plus 3x to get plus 12x square? What should I multiply with plus 3x to get plus 12x square? So the simple answer is 4x, isn't it? Simple answer is 4x, so that plus 4x, so that is what I have used here. See, plus 4x plus 4x plus 3x, when these two are multiplied you will get plus 12x square. See, again, now this term will multiply both the terms of the divisor, so plus into minus, it's minus 8, 4 2 times 8, xy, xy. Now we're doing subtraction, the sign changes, so these two will get cancelled. 8, the new sign is plus, so 7 plus 8, it is 15, so 15xy. After that, first term, the last term dropped. So now what we have our first term as 15xy. As I said, follow the first term. Okay. Now again, what should I multiply now with 3x to get 15xy plus 3x to get plus 15. The sign remains same, so no need to mention plus. 3 5 times 15, so simple, it will be 5. X we already have, so all we need is y, 5y, isn't it? Now, so therefore I have done with plus 5y. See, and as you know, the term will multiply both the terms, so plus 5y plus 3x, it is plus 15xy. Plus into minus, it is minus 10. 5 2 times 10, y into y is y squared. The signs changed, plus converted to minus, minus to plus. Now we got same terms with opposite signs, they can be cancelled, so we are done here. Okay, so and again I'm telling you once more, the divisor and the quotient, when you multiply the divisor and the quotient, they should give you the dividend. This way you can check your answer as well. Okay, if you multiply these two terms and you get the dividend, then that means your answer is correct as well. Okay, now again, see this one, what did I said previously? See, we got just one variable in here, see, x and x, isn't it? And this question was not given in the standard form, isn't it? Not given in the standard form. Instead, it was given in just exact opposite to the standard form. See, the variables, the powers are rising, so increasing, isn't it? So what are we supposed to write in? How we are supposed to write in the standard form? The power should be in the decreasing order, isn't it? So that is why I have arranged the terms in here. See, x cubed minus 4x squared plus x plus 6. Simply follow the first term first. X cubed, dividend, the divisor, we got x. What should I multiply with? X to get x cubed plus x cubed. It's plus x squared, the answer. So plus x squared, we multiply both the terms. Plus x squared plus x cubed plus minus, it's minus 3x squared. After that, the signs changed, these two got cancelled. Now this 3x squared has a new sign, plus minus 4x squared plus 3x squared, like terms, opposite signs, subtracted, sign of greater number follows, so it is minus x squared. Third term dropped, is plus x. Now the first term we have is minus x squared. Now what should I multiply with? X to get minus x squared. What should I multiply with? X to get minus x squared. So in order to change the sign from plus to minus, we need to multiply with minus, isn't it? Now in order to get x to x squared, what should I multiply? Simple, x minus x. So that is why I have used minus x in the second. Now when minus x multiplies the term, you need to multiply both the terms. So it is minus x squared, minus into minus is plus 3x. Now again signs changed, new sign plus, same terms, opposite signs, cancelled, simple. 3x now, its sign changed to minus. So like terms, opposite sign, subtract the sign of greater number follows. It is minus 2x. And then the last term dropped in here, minus 2x plus 6. Now again, now what should I multiply with? X to get minus 2x. So the answer is simple, minus 2. So minus 2 in here. Again the minus 2 will multiply both the terms. So you get your answer like this. Terms like this, change the sign, same terms, opposite signs. We are done here. I hope you kids have understood here up to here. So we'll do one more sum and that will be all. Okay, so final sum for today. And why I wanted to show you this sum was because it's a small exception in here. Okay, the divisor and the dividend, see, even though they look similar, that is a binomial and a binomial, so there is a small exception in this. Okay, what is the small exception is, okay, we'll get to know when while going through the sum. Okay, so what do we have in the divisor? We got x, the dividend we have is x is cubed minus 125, so dividend placed here. The divisor we have x minus 5, x minus 5. I did told you to follow the first term, isn't it? Okay, so what should I multiply with? X to get x is cubed plus plus, so it's plus, so it is plus x squared, isn't it? So plus x squared, this, as soon as you place the first term in here, it has to multiply both the terms. So plus into plus, plus x cubed. Now plus into minus, it's minus 5x squared. We know that we are subtracting the terms, the sign will change. So first term, opposite signs, they are cancelled. Now what do we have with the 5x squared? The sum is minus, isn't it? We got 5x squared. Now these two are unlike terms, so we cannot do anything regarding this, isn't it? So what happens with unlike terms? It will remain as it is. So therefore the same, both the terms went down. See, plus 5x squared, the sign changed, the new sign will follow, as I've already said, isn't it? Plus 5x squared minus 125. See, now again plus 5x squared. Now what should I multiply with? X to get plus 5x squared. So it is plus 5x, isn't it? So plus 5x. Now plus is plus 5x into x, 5x squared. The same term has to multiply the term as well. Plus into minus, it is minus 5 times 25 is 25x. What we are doing here, subtracting the terms. So the signs change. Again, the same terms with opposite signs will be cancelled. This one here, what do I have now is, see, plus 25x, and the second term is minus 125. Again, opposites, unlike terms, so we cannot operate them. Again, both the terms will drop. So plus 25 minus 125. See, okay. Now again, what should I multiply with? X to get 25x. It's simple, plus 25. So again, plus 25. So plus 25 into x, plus 25, plus 25 into minus 5, it is minus 125. So same terms, opposite signs, they are cancelled, and we got our answer. See, and when you multiply, as I have already said, when you multiply the divisor and the quotient, you will get dividend. That is how you can check answers as well, isn't it? Okay. So I hope you kids have understood today's lesson. So, and the remaining, just try the remaining sums from your book. So till then, stay safe and have a good day.